flooding the team with a bunch of new players right now, like, what's that going to really do for your chemistry? How do you know they are really in? How do you know they are committed? It could be that they just want to participate in the World Cup and they can't make England team, so Jamaica is next.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback on the latest happening in the world of sports. Now, the captain of the Reggae Boyz, Andre Blake, has concerns with several English-based players who have expressed interest in representing Jamaica. Blake, who, along with several regular team players, are currently in a wage dispute with the Jamaica Football Federation, believes introducing the new players in the program would not be good for the team chemistry. This is what Blake had to say.
Bobby Reed and Michail Antonio and Mariapa, Ravel, I have a lot of respect for those guys because they have shown from day one that they want to play. Not saying that it's not the same thing with the other guys, but you're a couple months away from World Cup qualifiers. You're probably going to have one or two games, and flooding the team with a bunch of new players right now, like, what's that going to really do for your chemistry? How do you know they are really in? How do you know they are committed? It could be that they just want to participate in the World Cup and they can't make England team, so Jamaica is next.
Analyst, talk to me. Is this a genuine concern? Because these are professional players and we see them move from team to team all the time. Should this really affect the chemistry of the team if everybody are committed and want to play and win? Should this affect the chemistry at all? Ray.
Of course it can affect the chemistry. You know, what we really want is almost like a 98 experience, where even though we have an influx of English-based players, the attitude and chemistry wasn't affected tremendously. And what you had was a coming together of both local and overseas players, putting out their all and sharing the same goal. So yeah, it can be affected, but we would like to have the same scenario that played out in '98 when we qualified for the World Cup.
Ricky.
Kurt, I don't see this affecting the chemistry. Blake just a ball out because him don't want the man them in our team. You know? Blake share the same sentiment with me share. Right? The man them England reject them and them just want be a part of something. So them say, you know what, I could go play for this little country down here, so over there go party in the Caribbean Sea. Yeah? And I understand Blake's frustration because it would seem that they might use Jamaica because they were rejected by another team.
T-Gat, what do you think?
Is this not a general concern and there is no thing mess up no chemistry? This is not a general concern. You understand? Because you rightly said people move from club to club and they fit in. Although the coach might say he need a right-sided player and get a man that can play right-sided player, or he get a man that want to play left and get someone that play left-sided player. But we see this Jamaican team lack a lot of players. It's not like everybody there is playing perfectly. You understand? We see the current Reggae Boyz have a lot of shortcomings. You understand? So guess what? I don't think this is going to lack no chemistry. That is my point. I think what this will do will give the boys competition.
Alright, does this sound like some man knows that them are gonna lose them game and them must start cry out from early?
Yo, basically the man tell the truth. You understand? And basically what JFF are gonna do, JFF want to kick out some of the players them. You understand? As for instance, I know they want to get rid of Damian Lowe. You understand? And if them could get a keeper, Adrian Blake gone too. If them find an England keeper or American keeper or a German keeper, Blake game gone. So most of the money them want to get rid of. As I say, them are con the Englishman. Them not to con them. Matter said they don't have the money to pay them, and them just go play just for fun. And maybe they not even play. Maybe them play for art, you know. Maybe them play with art, and maybe they play with aggression because they want to prove a point to the English squad so they can go World Cup too, and them have the quality for go to World Cup. So it can be the reverse. Andre Blake can say the reverse. They may even play harder than the local base player because they want to prove a point to the Englishman them. So they were better than what the current for go England.
Ray.
Yeah, the name of the game is competition. You know, once person's position under threat, you can understand that persons would want to speak out on it. But there's no problem with having competition for different positions. You know, especially given the formation that Whitmore would possibly go down and choose. You know, how that will influence his selection. And some persons have to understand that not every game they would end up playing. Both local-based players and overseas players are the players who are on the team from ever since. They have to understand that sometimes they won't be selected for certain games and don't disrupt the program if that's the case. Yeah.
Ricky.
Well, I don't think the reason them a ball out like Dovey Magnum is because they're afraid they'll lose them place in the team. In fact, we have only a few positions in the Reggae Boyz lineup these English players can take. Only a few. When I say a few, I probably mean only one, and that's probably the forward line, because we have other quality players that can fill the other positions on the field. Them just a ball out because this thing is unfair, and I agree with them.
T-Gat, what do you think?
Kirk, I think that what is going to happen is that someone are gonna lose them game. And what is happening is that the negotiation is breaking down. And JFF is telling them that guess what? I have the anger. And guess what? You have the blade, and if you move, you're going to get cut. Yeah, literally cut. Get dropped from the team. So this is what is going on right now. JFF is just playing hardball. You understand? So guess what? Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Blake is also questioning some of the players' commitment to the national program. This is what he had to say.
Where are they going to be after if we don't qualify? We were there when we had to go play the Guyanas and the Nation Leagues and the Caribbean Cups. Like, for me, these are legit questions, and whoever wants to slaughter me for that, then that's fine with me. We always want the best team, yes. But I've been in the program before and seen English players come in that for them it's a vacation. And I can tell you that when you go on the field, you're going to see the difference, because you're going to see who is playing with heart and who is not. Because for some, it means everything, and for others, just another game.
Is there any merit to this though? Because we have seen other English players come and are committed to the program. So what would be the difference with these?
Well, that's not true. Basically, man said that everybody knows that England reject. But guess what? They might more committed and have a cause now to go to the World Cup than the local base players, because they have a point to prove against England, but against the English FA. They have a point to prove, right? So they may even play much harder. But as Blake said, after the World Cup, what is going to happen to the program? And this is where JFF have to be smart. You understand? This is where JFF have to be smart. And them can't drop them can't look on the big picture and not what after the World Cup. What happens after the World Cup. So then them can come in and even play harder and better, because they want to prove a point. You understand? That for them driven for this, for the English based player, are them driven force that are them last chances to go World Cup. The last chance to prove to them family and friends, say, yeah, they met the big stage. And that's what happened.
Ray.
You'd have to treat them not on a general basis. It makes sense you treat them individually. Some persons might have bad attitude, and as such, once the coach, Theodore Tapa Whitmore and his staff would be able to identify the persons who would have bad attitude and definitely affect the chemistry, especially in the dressing room and stuff like that, and also on the pitch. So you have to treat them individually, and at which point you work on them individually, because some persons might need special attention. Not to say the persons who are the local based ones, or who are the ones who are already there, haven't been going through the same process of individual attention, but there's a strong possibility with these new inclusion that they would actually need those special attention. So treat them individual and not a blanket approach in order to understand the effect, how they would affect the chemistry of the team.
There you have it, Sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle, with Reggae Boyz captain Andre Blake saying that he's sticking to his comment that this might be the wrong time for JFF to be showing interest in these UK-born ballers, and that they might not be committed to the cause of the Reggae Boyz. Let us hear your comments in the comment section below. Please remember to like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family. Be blessed.